Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition in the world of the Ninth Age. If you are unfamiliar with the Ninth Age, it is a rank and flank tabletop strategy board game that I play all the time and that this YouTube channel is dedicated to. If you are interested in that at all, please click the link in the description below. It'll take you directly to the official website where you can get all the rules for free because it's a community-built game. You can use any model you want and the rules are free, so it's pretty fun. But today we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. As you may have known from this season, or may not know, if you click that subscribe button on YouTube or that follow button on Twitch, you will be assisting the players as we play. You will give them hero points, which gives them a one-time reroll, or it saves them from death. So if you are able to do that or interested, please click that subscribe or follow button. And always, as always, look in the description below. Check out our Twitter our Twitter handle, and also you can jump on our Discord and talk with us if you are interested. But enough of me jabbering. We will get on to the gameplay. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a few weeks. We had some life stuff get in the way, and then some scheduling and whatever. It's been a month now since last episode. I'm gonna need some help refreshing on what happened at the end of episode 3. But let's just jump right into it, folks. Let's talk about what we always talk about, what we drinking. And I'm still on my no alcohol kick. So I'm slowly going through all of the flavored beverages from Trader Joe's, and I am currently on to lemon elderflower soda.
Ooh.
It's actually surprisingly good, but that's not the only thing I am consuming this evening. And folks, it's that time of year again. I've got Girl Scout Thin Mints. Perfection.
Oh, yeah.
Objectively the best one.
There you go. Octavia's got it too.
That's right. But
no, they had it's either a new cookie last year or this year that I just got for the first time this year was the s'mores cookies. For me personally, they rival Thin Mints.
It's a bold statement.
I know.
They must be good. I haven't tried them, so I can't speak to that.
Yeah. Is that the one people are trying to board up and flip on eBay?
No, that's the raspberry ones that were
I had
the new
raspberry
ones for this year. Oh, you did? You got some?
I did. I tried those. They're like Thin Mints, but not as good.
Yeah, they're supposed to be raspberry Thin Mints.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was gonna get a box if I could, but they were sold out by the time I got around to ordering them.
Anyway, Octavia, what you drinking?
I've got a Icelandic toasted porter from Einstock.
Oh, man,
that's good stuff.
Sounds so good.
Oh yeah.
Belgux, what are you drinking?
Bourbon and lemonade.
Oh, that's a good combo. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Does that have an official name? Like a screwdriver is vodka and orange juice. Is bourbon and lemonade? Is there a name for it?
I mean, if it was just if it was with Jack, it would be like a Lynchburg lemonade or something like that. So.
to Colonel Sanders.
We're naming it on the show. It's gonna be the Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Jed, what are you drinking?
Still finishing off my Deschutes Twilight.
Nice.
Seasonals. Only 4 more to go.
Slowly but surely. Carlin, what you drinking?
I had the Moab Brewing Dead Horse Amber.
Oh.
I take
Isn't it-
issue with that name.
It's not Dead Pegasus, so I don't see what the problem is.
Close enough.
Is that a tall boy too, or is that a regular size can?
Yes, this is a big boy beer.
Big boy beer. Folks, we're still hoping for that elusive beer sponsorship. Still waiting for it. I'm still waiting by the phone every day for that call, but it hasn't arrived yet.
We'll get it someday.
Next week.
So let's get on to the episode. Brief recap. Jed and Carlin have been sent from the Empire of Sonstal to investigate the disappearance of another warrior priest. Carlin is a warrior priest named Carver, who was sent into the land of the Infernal Dwarves, into the Blasted Plain, to the capital Zelaman Takesh, to investigate the Infernal Dwarves' use of demons and what they're doing in that whole subject. On their train on the Steel Road to get to Zelaman Takesh, there we met up with Belgux and Octavia. Belgux was assigned to usher Octavia and a giant bear into Zelaman Takesh to make money, for a contract. And they ran in on your journey on this train. You run into some ogres. You've run into some beast men, some beast herds. You've run into some orcs and goblins, and then some random strange people on the train. One of which you're dealing with right now is Chaladastra, a dread elf noble who has multiple personality disorder. And so far you have learned 3 of Chaladastra's personalities. And then most recently, Belgux turned on Octavia, got her back into the cage, and just before we ended episode 3, the bear that was being transported alongside Octavia decided to speak to Octavia. And that's where...
Turned on is a strong set of words. He was just doing his job.
Yeah, we weren't exactly on the same side. Or
Yeah, like requires some sort of thought that
Yeah, true.
we were allies.
but it was unexpected.
It was unexpected. So yeah, let's just dump into it. I've got you guys on the map right now. Man, Octavia, you are down to like almost no health points. Belgux is
One.
outside the cage. One
Yep.
health, 1 HP.
One HP.
Yeah, in case you get uppity, smack you down again.
And just as you got thrown into the cage, Belgux locked the door and sat down in the hallway, or is just meandering in the hallway. You, Octavia, hear a voice coming from the bear saying, "Hey, it looks like you're having a hard time there, buddy."
Okay, remind me, how bound am I?
Oh, they fully
Gagged.
they're fully
Fully trussed up.
hogtied, gagged.
So okay, yeah, so I'm gagged too.
yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, that's
No
the main thing I
verbal or
wanted to-
somatic ability.
That's
No.
that's not that I have them yet.
Okay, so you
Uh,
obviously can't speak back to the bear.
Yeah, but I'll look at the bear quizzically.
Okay.
You know,
Just give
kind
him
of
a
like
nod.
like do the classic like one raised eyebrow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
you know,
Fair enough.
Like what?
What,
How-
so the
however
bear,
that works on a horse face.
the bear. No, he recognizes you. Your attention is on him. He understands that you heard him, and he says, "Well, there, little buddy. All I can say is, Mother didn't put this task just for you. She sent some other people, including me. But we got plenty of time until we get to our destination, and you just sit tight there, little buddy. I would like Belgux to give me a perception check.
That is disconcerting.
19, Jesus. 22 total. Yeah, that wasn't a critical success, that was a normal success. So Belgux, you definitely heard the bear talking. You did a little double take, you're like, is that bear talking? But you didn't get what he said.
Hmm.
And you definitely got that it was talking to Octavia.
Okay. I guess I will move south a little bit. Start at a certainly out of reach from should he go through bars, but get a better look at the bear, and yeah.
As you approach his cage, you see him look at you, or the bear look at you. Give a big old bear yawn, and then it kind of curls out, does the little the dog before
Triple
it goes
turn.
it goes around in a circle where it's gonna lay down, sniffs a little bit, and then this is a big bear. So as it drops its weight on the floor, you feel the floorboard shake a little bit, and it goes to sleep.
Probably nothing.
Must have been the wind.
With that, I would like to jump up to Carlin, and there we go. Carlin and Jed, you are still sitting in this car speaking to you are specifically speaking to Pharsis, one of the child personality of Chaladastra. With sitting at the table right next to you is the Count of Bellatore. And behind the bar, as always, your good friend, Glugs the Goblin.
Jed, what were we doing again? I can't remember.
I can't remember a few moments ago. Please fill me in.
Well,
I spaced out a little bit.
we learned an important clue that perhaps our missing friend, or perhaps some persona related to him, might be dwelling with the demon in the rear of this train.
Right.
We're
Right.
discussing the best approach to take this information we had just learned.
Right.
Do we
I
trust it?
remember now.
Do we act on it? Do we gather more clues? Do we have another beer?
I mean, another beer couldn't hurt.
No.
Well, we
definitely not.
discuss the other items on that list.
One more beer
But-
coming up, sir.
Thank
You are more of the find more clues type, so that's mostly up to you.
Mm. What
I'm
have
more of the
we-
act on it kind of person. So you tell me
I
when the
agree.
time is right for that.
Sir Count.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Have you traveled this train before? Are you familiar with this layout by chance?
Yes, it is a. This is how many trains are in this? Cars are in this train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I mean,
There,
Jed, it is a train. I'm quite sure it's kind of a linear. It's just a straight line of rooms, essentially.
there are 10 cars in this train. I have been to the front 4 cars. The engine, the VIP car, the casino, and this car. And then the train, the bar car, and then just to the south of us or to behind us is the sleeping car. That is where my bedroom is.
So you've never been towards the rear of the train. We suppose that's back there. Cargo, more passengers.
Yes, behind us are the cargo cars. I know there is no cargo being stored right now, but behind that is the cargo, the living cargo, if you will. And then I have heard of the stories that their last car is a little different.
Well, some of that living cargo might not be living so much anymore. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. I am a good, humble count here from. I do not partake in the quote unquote living cargo. I don't do that. But yeah,
Well,
my good friend Glugs here, the bartender, he tells me the last car belongs to Mr. Chaladastra, this straight out fuel, but I've never been invited to his personal car.
Did you also drop the hint to him about where exactly your sleeping chambers are? I feel like that was fairly suggestive.
Well, you know, the Count does what the Count does, you know.
That's
The Count believes
kind
love
of a
is love.
sexy answer.
The Count believes love is love, so that is it.
well, you know, maybe you just haven't tried hard enough, Count. I mean, your quarters sound quite inviting. And I'm sure, you know, a dread elf. might
Okay, hold
be
on.
Curious to see how.
I gotta actually roll on this one. Here we go. Okay, let's see. There's.
What could you possibly be rolling for?
Hold on. Give me a second. The Count turns. He looks down for a second and he blushes. His cheeks go a little red. He says, "Well, if you, Mr. Carlin, would like to see my quarters, I would not turn you away."
Much appreciated, but I try not to mix business and pleasure.
He steps back. He says, "Fair enough. I understand."
Perhaps you're coming on too strong. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there's just not that kind of connection here. But I wish you the best of luck.
The Count thanks you. Thank you for your goodwill. You're a good man,
Or
Carmen.
maybe it's the referring to yourself as the Count in the third person. Some people are put off by that.
He shrugs.
You know, Mr. Count, Sir Count. What is your name, Mr. Count?
Your countship?
Just call me. I prefer it to be called the Count of Bellatore.
The Count of Bill. Great. So, one thing I've observed, Mr. Count, Sir Count, Teledastra has a definite fondness for books. Do you have any interesting tomes or books in your quarters?
Oh yes, I have a few books. They are mainly about the blasted plains, the place we are traveling to. I prefer to be knowledgeable of where we are going.
Very smart. Very smart. Here's what I might suggest. Just as you know, you might say a wingman or a interested party. I would say fetch one of those fine books you have. Perhaps sit, maybe suggestively at the bar, tome in hand, gazing perhaps down the length of the bar once or twice.
Wow.
Tell Justin might take interest in that. He might be inclined to see this book, and maybe perhaps see additional books you might have in your quarters in the opposite direction of the last train car.
This whole time, Chaladastra, or as you've been talking to Farsis, the child personality, has been sitting, with its knees tucked up into his chest, listening to this. He's been listening to this whole thing. And Farsis says, Mother always told me stranger danger. I don't feel comfortable. And again, eyes roll back into the head. Eyes roll back forward. Chaladastra immediately puts his feet back on the floor, sits up straight, and he says, "Hello."
And pulls out a knife.
No, he doesn't pull out a knife.
Oh, the other one. Okay, cool.
And he says, "Hello, Carlin and Jed. Back in conversation again. Where were we?"
Just talking about the trip, traveling men, traveling places.
Yes, the Iron Road. It's a beautiful place. Riding the rails of the Iron Road is a journey of exploration and it's the journey of becoming a man. I encourage everyone who has the opportunity to travel to this strange and mysterious and beautiful land of the Blasted Plain.
Oh yes, travel definitely builds character. It builds the spirit. I'm always intrigued by other people who are fond of traveling, taking interest in their new environments, maybe foreign to them. Say like the Count here, he's quite a well-traveled man. So here.
Yes, the Count of Bellatore. Yes, he's a fine man.
Yeah, apparently he's got quite a trove of ancient tomes of knowledge in his quarters. He was boasting about them earlier. Curious about this land, many other lands.
Give me some sort of check here.
The matchmaker check.
How the hell do I do this again? I feel like I haven't played this in so long. I forgot.
I know, it's been a month. We're all a little rusty there.
All right.
Diplomacy?
Yeah, I'd say diplomacy. Give me a no. It's a deception check. That is a deception check. You choose diplomacy or deception.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my pursuit lead modifier because I think we're on the case. It's only +1. So. Was it like a 19 or something?
No, that is a 19. Well, I'm wrong. That's a good roll. Let me just roll one dice here. No, I don't want that. I want this. As you say that, Chaladastra turns his head and looks over at the Count and says, "Oh, Count, I didn't know you had such knowledge on you. Is there anything pertaining to the Blasted Lands and the dwarves of the East?" And the Count says, "Oh, well, yes, that is exactly what I have. Would you like to study my books?" And Chaldastra says, yes, that'd be very nice. And they both stand up, and they ask, Carlin and Jed, would you like to join us?
Ooh, very tempting, very tempting. I feel we're just about to finish our next round of beers here, though. You guys carry on without us. We'll catch up with you later, perhaps. Me and Jed are still, or me and Carlin are still finishing up a prior conversation.
All right. With that, let's see here. They head out the south door.
Jed, that was a very nice thing you just did. I'm impressed.
Yeah, great. Let's go to the last one.
All right. Well, I guess we're moving on. But again, very impressed. Matchmaker Jed. You have a new nickname.
All right, so you guys are headed for the last train?
Yes, sir.
How much HP do I have before we start fighting demons? 15 out of 18. It's reasonable, I suppose.
How hard will those things hit earlier? It's like they're like 5 or 6 at a time.
Well, they were also rated for 4 people, and there were only 3 of you for most of the fight.
That is true.
It's true. Well, now, that goblin and that small horse with wings seemed to be fairly capable in battle. Do you think we should try and recruit them for this endeavor?
Certainly a skill in the ways of combat. Their motivations elude me, Perhaps you can think of a way to entice them. Logic does not sound.
Well, I mean, I could always profess the glory of Suna to them. That, I mean, what better motivation and what could convince someone better?
It's a perfect solution. Let's do that.
As you're heading to the south a little bit, you head into the next train. This is the sleeping car. The first bedroom at the top there is your guys' bedroom. Then the second one, you don't know who's in it, but this third bedroom
Has a sock on the door.
It doesn't have a sock on the door. But as you're walking by, you do hear a muffled voice through the door saying, "Oh, Chaldastra, your knowledge is so great." And that's all you hear. You do pass by the Torok guard, who is still... He's awake, but he's just chilling in his spot. This is an overweight, elderly Torok. He kind of looks at you and gives you a nod as you walk by. So as you continue down the train, we're actually going to skip or do the transition over to Belgux. It's been approximately 15, 20, 30 minutes while they were having that conversation to the north. Is there anything you want to do after hearing the bear talk?
Yeah, I'd like to bring out my familiar.
Okay.
Which is
Please,
a raven.
Tell us about your familiar.
My familiar is a black raven, which is relatively tall compared to me, but that's unfortunate. But yeah, I can communicate telepathically with it, sense through its senses, and this time I'm gonna set the raven up to in the middle. Where is it? Closing. Close. Like just perched over here in between both of the other cages to keep an eye on both of them and observe anything. We'll be keeping watch, and then I can rest and do other stuff.
Okay. You set all that up. And then eventually, let's see here. You hear some footsteps at the door, and through the door comes Carlin and Jed. They'll get here eventually. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Carlin and Jed, you are continuing down the train car here, and you see Belgux the Goblin, and you see Octavia, the miniature Pegasus, tied up in her cage, and as well as the slumbering bear in his cage.
I haven't taken my eyes off the bear.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Ah, Goblin. Hello.
Hello.
We were wondering if you might be interested in helping us potentially slay a demon.
Keep talking.
Well, as the legends of Suna dictate, glory comes to those who fight for good. And I mean, everybody knows that demons are bad, and people who fight demons are good. So, ergo, glory for you if you join us.
What kind of
It's all
demon?
very simple.
What kind of demon? They do call them in all shapes and sizes.
Well, that's what we're going to find out before we kill it.
You have no intel on this target.
I mean,
It could be like a 50-foot elder demon that can like destroy cities, but you don't
Well,
know.
I do know that it fits in a train car, so probably bigger than a bread
Wait,
box.
it's on the train right now?
Smaller than a train car.
There's a demon on the train right now?
That is my understanding, yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Cool. Great.
Yeah. Right. Concerned the demon might come after the cargo, so I'm where is the demon? Is it further down?
It is our understanding that it is in the last car.
Okay.
Follow-up question.
Hmm.
Would you be willing to let the small winged horse join us in this endeavor, given its combat capabilities?
Unfortunately, I'm contract bound to transport it, and I barely got control of it again. So it is not coming out. It is staying tied up until it's delivered.
I barely noticed there's
Oh, Jed. Hold on, Jed. Your mic's super low. Is it low for everyone else?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a little, yeah.
No, keep talking, Jed. It's increase gain.
I can like barely hear you.
Yeah, go to your voice settings.
Alright, what's going on?
Yeah.
So while that's happening,
Yep.
Maybe a little bit better. Still pretty low though.
All right. Talk louder. The other.
Gotta project.
Bear.
Yeah.
Use the diaphragm. But table talk. Might we? And I realize this is backtracking for sure. Might we want to take a rest before this happens? Because I just noticed that I have one healing spell left, and Octavia has 1 hit point.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I could use a rest to get back some of my spell slots if we are going to be fighting. And Demon's not really going anywhere, I guess.
One would assume.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Yeah.
All right. So, Goblin. What was your name again?
Belgux.
Belgux. Got it. So, what if I was to sweeten the deal a little bit? I understand you're getting paid for delivering the tiny winged horse. What if how much are you making for that? It's probably a DM question.
Gosh, I don't remember. Let's look at his contract.
Oh,
here.
I know what it is, but some deals are about honoring the agreements and not just going to the highest bidder, even if you had
Wow.
1,000 gold.
What an honorable goblin.
Have you heard of subcontracting?
Oh, Jed's back. Your mic's much better now.
It's hard to find good help.
Because
Which
you've
is
only tried to hire
exactly-
goblins.
Which is exactly why I think the tiny winged horse should help us in this fight. I mean, sure, I was able to defeat the large and powerful orc all by myself.
Yeah.
But Daemon is perhaps
At
a taller
that, I
order.
actually look over at him. Like, I take my eyes off the bear. And
Okay.
look over at him.
I'm
I
fully
need-
oblivious.
I need Octavia, Jed, and Carlin to all take a perception check. Not Belgux.
Okay. Did it, like fart or something? They're trying to detect it. Like, what's going on?
9.
9.
I didn't switch over to
The dice cam.
the dice cam. There.
Nice.
So I rolled a 3
Oh,
plus 6.
15.
So let's turn on the dice light well so it can be seen easier.
15 and 14. Okay, so this makes sense. Octavia, you're too far away to see this, and bound and gagged, so it's a little difficult for you to see this stuff. But Carlin, as you're making this, trying to make this deal with Belgux, and Belgux, your it sounds like, and tell me if I'm wrong, but your confidence in your decision is waning slightly. You're thinking, tossing it over in your head, and you both, Jed and Carlin, realize as Belgux is, thinking about this, weighing the pros and cons in his mind, you see Belgux's hand slip down to his waist, and hanging off of his belt, it's an object, and he starts, I don't know, like, it's a little rag doll, a dirty, disgusting, mud and dirt covered, like Raggedy Ann. And you see his right hand kind of subconsciously petting this doll on the head to comfort the doll. That's that.
I don't say anything about that.
okay.
Well, how about this, Goblin? Why don't you sleep on it, and we will be back. What time of day is it, roughly?
So that's a good question. I have completely forgotten what time of day it is. Let's say it was evening
Make
time.
something up.
Let's say it was evening time. So an 8-hour rest will put you into the early morning.
All right. Well, we will be back in the morning, and I will ask you the same question.
Okay. I will sleep on it.
Excellent.
All right.
Until the morrow.
The
Good to be
morrow.
with you.
The morrow. I'm not gonna actually move your models in the space here, but actually
I'm
no.
gonna
I
have
am.
my familiar stand watch while I'm sleeping.
Fair enough. All right, so we're going back up. As you guys head towards your shared room, You actually, and you pass by the first room on your left, to which you know is the Count's. You do not hear anything. There's silence. But as you pass the second room, you do not know who's staying in it. You hear like rustling. I don't want to it's not like a fight, but people, like someone getting into bed and then getting up and shuffling their feet and kind of getting back into bed. Like that's kind of what it sounds like. There's someone in there rustling around. And then you head back to. You can do whatever you want.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I get any other information?
Sure. Yeah. Jed, do the same thing, please. Ooh, who chose the black dice?
That was me.
That's an 18 for Carlin and a 16 for Jed. Carlin, how do I put this? What I described before is basically what you hear, but I don't know how to put I'm just gonna put this really vaguely. Your spidey sense, your Suna spidey sense is tingling. Jed.
That is very vague.
That is very vague. Jed, you notice two things. One, the Torok guard that you walked by, who's still in the hallway, is asleep now. Two, you notice multiple tracks, like footprints, in this hallway. And you notice that because the footprints are hooves, cloven hooves, and there's some dirt that's been tracked into this hallway, which normally wouldn't be there.
Interesting. Are they leading to a particular door, or is it someone had gone up and down the hallway in general?
Actually, they came from the south and end at this door. The door to the room where you hear the noises coming from.
I'm gonna just try the knob.
Are you trying to do it stealthily or just...
Yes, as stealthily as I can.
You stealthily open a door to what is, I'm sure, a tiny room.
Is this a stealth check? Okay, 16. Give me a second. You turn the handle. You hear it squeak for a second, and it stops. It's locked. And the noises from inside continue as before.
All right. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay, here we go.
Room service.
Would you do that voice one more time, please? Wow. I guess give me a deception check.
All right.
Performance?
Performance or deception, whichever you prefer. One of the two.
Ooh. Well, deception's a +4. I'm going with that one. As opposed to +1.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Don't even need it.
Very convincing, apparently.
So convincing.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I would have given you a bonus for the voice anyway. Like, that was glorious.
Okay, so these doors do not have any way to look through them. Like, there's no peephole, there's no little, you know, like little small door with a cage like situation. None of that. It's just a solid wood door. You hear the noises stop from inside, and you hear a female voice from inside say, "We didn't order anything. Please go away." Give me... Okay, this is gonna be a recall knowledge check on... I guess performance? Recall knowledge performance?
All right. Can I use my pursue a lead bonus on this?
Yes, you may.
Oh, +1. Ooh, 11.
No, that's enough. You recognize the voice. It is the voice of... Shoot, I already forgot her name. Hold on one second. Marzug, the infernal dwarf lady with the 3 children.
What do you think, Carlin? Should we just go to our room?
First of all, I think your room service impression was excellent.
I knock again.
You hear Marzug say again, "What is it?"
Ma'am, I'm sorry for the deception. I was actually it's Jed. I was inquiring about the missing dice. Actually, I have one more question I could ask you. If you could open the door for a moment.
Do you have my dice?
No, but I have a good lead.
If you don't have my dice, please go away.
Did you say the dice were blue?
Jesus. I did not say what color the dice were.
Are they blue?
No, they're not blue. God damn it.
So can I do a perception to see if I get anything from the tone of her voice, like if she sounds in distress and not just annoyed?
Yeah, give me either a performance or a society check, whatever you prefer.
Both are terrible, but performance is a +1, so we'll go with that.
Ooh.
17.
Wow.
You sense mainly annoyance, but maybe a little bit of caution.
Well, Jed, I'm detecting mostly annoyance from her voice, but perhaps a bit of caution.
Hmm.
What do you
I think
we should
annoyance was her
do
natural
with that?
state, so the caution concerns me. Yes, ma'am, we did in fact find your dice. We found some that were not blue in the desert.
One
Earlier.
more deception check. One more. Oof. 12. Hold on one second.
This is a dead end.
Did you guys see that?
This
Oh
is a
no,
question
that was a
mark.
viewer rule. That was a view. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, with that, you hear her say, "One moment." You hear some shuffling. People, you hear the children's voices like, "Mom, come on!" Do we have to? She's like, yes. Do we have guests? And after a few moments, you hear a chink, and the door opens. And Marzook is standing there, and this is... Oh, let's open the door. How about that? There we go. That should be unlocked now, but give me a second. I don't have the actual models in there.
Oops.
There we go. Okay.
Whoa. Never mind.
Hold on 1 second there. All right, there we go. You can open the door now, if you so desire.
Good evening.
It's a small room with 2 beds. Marzook is standing at the door, and behind her, jumping on the beds, are her 3 children. Roughly, I don't know what age they are in years because they're infernal dwarves, but like maturity wise, you're looking at like a 5, 6, and 7-year-old. They're jumping on the bed, they're making noises, and Marzook says, Let me, yes, these are my children. Please excuse them. This is Tezook, Yurzook, and Gadzook.
Solid. That's good DMing right there. GMing, I should say.
It's all the same.
So what, do you have my dice? Where are they?
Well, they're actually in the train car at the rear of the train. We saw them earlier while
Jed.
traveling about.
You're killing me.
They're still there now. Sorry. I wanted you to know. Just FYI.
Are you referring to the Dread Elf's train car? Chaladastra's car?
Yes. That's
Why
the
does
one.
Chaladastra have my dice?
He loves games. And he saw them on the table and took them for his own. How rude.
You see Marzook look at you in the eye for a little bit. Squint her eyes. She says, "Thank you for the information.
Anytime.
I will take care of that tomorrow. Good evening, Jed."
Great.
She closes the door in your face. Chink, locks the door.
Now, Jed, you do realize that you probably just sent that woman into a train car that very possibly has a demon in it, right?
We'll be down. We'll get there first. Don't worry.
I hope she's not an early riser. Well, anyway, moving on. To bed. I'm sleepy. Maybe she'll
Alright.
kill the demon before we get there. Those kids are pretty annoying and raucous. So if she can handle that, she can probably handle a demon.
You all head to bed. Everyone click that sleep button on your character sheet.
What does it look like?
On
It's
the
right
character,
under your max HP.
yeah,
It's a little bed.
It's a little bed.
person. Yeah, it's a little symbol for a person in a bed, laying in a bed.
Also, damn it,
Oh, okay.
I only recovered 2 of the 3 hit points I didn't have.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know.
I only recovered 1
You
of
only
the
have 2 total. I get it.
16 that I was missing.
But now I have spell slots, so I can hopefully assist with that.
Wow. Yeah, that's not great. Are you at full health, Belgux?
Yep, 15 of 15. And my AC is 15. Just 15 all around.
Nicely balanced.
Yeah.
I think I wound up with the highest AC in the party again.
What's your AC?
18.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I guess you are a pony, little more muscle.
Yes, which are known for being heavily armored and not like squishy or fragile
And a
at all.
naturally protective fur hide. Well, glory to Suna. A new day is upon us.
I'm already snoring. Oh, you're saying that in the morning.
Are we?
So you're still snoring then?
Wake up, Carlin. We've got demons to slay.
Just 5 more minutes.
I'll meet you at the bar.
I immediately stand up. Ah, yes, breakfast beers, of course.
As Suna always said, early to bed. Forget the rest. How do I move? this
Something
shit?
something beer in the morning is good.
Exactly.
That's what they taught us at the seminary.
All right. So as you do, Jed, do you head to the train car, or to the bar
Oh
car?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So
That's actually north.
yeah, I'll move you back up there.
Oh shit. Where am I going? Going the wrong damn direction.
I gotcha.
See, I'm too sober to tell where I'm going.
You walk into the bar car. As you walk in, you see two people. First of all, your good friend Glugs is, as always, at the ready at the bar. And sitting at the far booth is Marzug.
Does she look like she's fought a demon this morning?
She does not look like that.
Excellent.
She,
How many of her children are there?
none of her children are there, just her. And she looks tired. Pretty baggy-eyed, worn down, kind of staring into her. She's got some food in front of her. Looks
Just
up,
weeping into her eggs.
crying into her eggs. She looks up, sees you, Jed, and says, she gives you kind of a passing nod and then goes back to her food.
All right. Well. Oh, eggs sound good. Glugs. Eggs and beer, please.
And bacon.
Eggs, beer, and bacon.
Yes, that too.
Bacon beer.
Right away, Jed. I'll have that
No.
right up for you. Bacon, beer, and eggs. How would you like your eggs, sir?
Ooh. Sunny side up. It's gonna be a good day today.
Sunny side down. Right away, sir.
Perfect.
Did the deep voice come through?
Not for us.
Not for us, but it may have come through the.
Yeah.
Why does it
I think
not
on
do
YouTube
that?
it does. YouTube you get the effect, but not on Discord.
All right, well, whatever. Well, there you go. He scuttles away to back up to the kitchen and is back in just a moment and serves you a beer.
I have never had so many eggs in my life, except for on this trip.
What is your preferred breakfast, Jed?
Usually beer, but having more options is nice.
Ah, yes, just beer. Makes sense.
It's liquid bread. It's good for you.
It is good. It is good for you. Good for the soul.
Praise Suna.
Praise Suna. Okay.
Yes, we clink glasses.
We'll jump down to Octavian Belgux. You guys you wake up in the morning time. I need both of you to give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Cool.
Switch over to Dice Cam. 13.
Yeah, definitely Octavia didn't notice anything, but Belgux in the middle of the night, I'm talking 2, 3, 4 in the morning. You don't really know what time exactly because you were in and out of sleep.
Yep.
The Count and Chaladastra pass through this terrain on their way south to the end of the train in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Anything you want to do in this morning time?
Feed the bear.
He tears into the rotting meat.
And we use prestidigitation to clean the doll.
Clean the doll. Okay. With a twist of your finger and a wink of your eye, the doll kind of like shakes like a dog that is wet, you know, like, and it and it stops shaking. It's more clean, but it's by far not anywhere near new or like pristinely clean.
Hold on. Are you sure you don't want to soil the doll? Because that's an option too.
Nope. Yeah, it is. But no. The intent is to clean this. So.
Don't care about your style. Gotta keep the doll clean.
Reasonable. I saw
bit
that
of
and just
that.
had to make a comment. I'm sorry. It's just.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm just waiting for them to come south. I guess I'll go look over Octavia, verify still alive.
Octavia's still alive, still bound.
Still looking at the bear.
Still looking at the bear. Nothing else happens for you, Jed and Carlin. Do you guys want to head south, or do you want to talk to Marzook?
Let's go south. Unless you want to override me, Jed.
South it is.
All right, you head south down the train. Hold on, guys. Just don't move at all. I'm gonna move you guys all the way down there. There we go. So you pass through the trains in the morning light. The sun has risen maybe an hour ago. It's a beautiful day on the blasted plains. And as you enter the livestock car here, you see the same scene. You see the bear kind of like just mauling a piece of rancid meat. And you see Octavia staring at the bear, and then you see Belgux staring at Octavia.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Doing a little bit better. Yesterday was a bit trying. So the one thing I mentioned of sometime in the middle of the night, the Count and Teledastra passed through. Not sure why. Just thought I'd mention it. Not sure if it means anything to you guys.
Yeah, good to know. Say, who's your friend there?
What?
I motioned towards the doll.
I immediately put it in a bag and say, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's none of your goddamn business.
All right. Wow, is that a grizzly bear?
It's some kind of big furry thing.
Oh, I love bears. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you know that bears are omnivores? They can eat meat and plant-based vegetation and survive equally as well. Always admired that.
All right.
Can
Yeah.
you not?
He subsides entirely on beer.
Maybe that'd be Sam more than Jed.
This is true.
We're gonna hold a piece of meat up to Jed. You want to feed the bear?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Here,
There you go.
bear. Here, bear. Come and get it.
Is he? Is he just? Are you just holding it like out to the bear, like you're trying to get it to eat from your hand?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep your palm open.
Who's a good boy? You're a good boy.
All right, this is gonna be fun. Okay, I need a reflex saving throw from Jet.
Who would have thought?
Oh,
Still a bit groggy this morning.
Fine.
It was
Oh,
almost
boy.
a one.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see here. As you stick your hand into the enclosure to offer, like not thinking twice about it, just to offer the bear some more meat, it, with lightning reflexes, snaps at your hand. What's your AC?
14.
And he bites your hand. Let's see here. Jaws. For 16 damage.
Nice.
Oh, almost kills you.
Yeah.
Basically, it takes half
Die
of your
from
it takes half of your forearm off.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like enough to that should be limb loss there.
Oof.
It's like spurting blood from an artery from your elbow.
It's not like the other bears at all.
And the bear immediately takes the meat that was in your hand and also most of your hand back into the back corner of the cage and starts just chewing on it.
My arm. I'll probably just pass out on the ground at this point.
Jed, you idiot. We just rested so that we could fight, and now you go get mauled by a bear. Voluntarily, from what I saw.
Do I have to take a severe injury roll now?
No, you're still alive. Are you not? You're not down to 0, are you?
No, I have 2 health.
You're
Good to go.
You're just in extreme pain but still alive.
Guess,
And I have 1 hand.
guess I'll apply a tourniquet to Jed so he doesn't bleed out. This is gonna hurt a lot, but you know, just suck it up.
Was it my left or right arm that's missing now?
Oof. I would say you're right-handed, I guess.
What's
Yeah, I was
snorkel?
gonna say, considering that you didn't specify your offhand, it's probably your main hand.
Perfect. Yeah, guess I'm just probably bleeding out on the floor at this point.
Carlin, you wanna patch him up a bit?
Yes, fine.
Save your spells, Carlin.
It's a mere flesh wound. Don't worry.
I mean,
I mean, if you want
Yeah,
to be a meat shield in front of us, I mean,
I don't know
knock yourself
anything
out.
about spells, but my understanding is you can't heal stupid.
You can heal the damage that stupid does, but
Hmm.
not.
That much
Um,
damage?
Depends on how well I roll. Ah, you fool. All right, well, before that stupid shit happened, I was going to ask you, Goblin, if you had reconsidered our offer to help us fight, well, to help us let the tiny winged horse fight the demon.
Problem is, the horse can fly, and that makes it really, really hard to get back again. And I can't clip its wings because it needs to be undamaged. But
Can you
I mean-
bind the wings?
yeah, I suppose I could bind the wings and have it on a chain. But I guess I need I need your commitment. If I say the word, you put it. You drop everything and put it down.
Who you talking to? Yeah.
Talking to Carlin. Like, if you want my help, if you want me to bring this thing with us, I'm gonna need you. I may need your help to knock it out and tie it back up again, because my ass is on the line if I don't deliver.
What if we make it promise that when we're done, it will get back in the cage?
No. I think it won't be terribly bothered by lying. I mean, I win that situation. Like, yeah. I don't expect it to trust it. So, I mean, how much do you want this combat power? And who's to say that the horse will help?
A fair question.
Shit, he's onto me.
I walk over to Octavia's cage. Tiny winged horse,
All right.
would you be interested in helping us fight a demon?
All right, I will unbind. Before I unbind the mouse, so Octavia could speak, I have my dagger at its throat. All right, you can talk, but no funny business.
Just looking at the bear.
You want to try again, Carlin?
Tiny winged horse, would you be interested in helping us fight a demon?
Still just looking at the bear.
All right, well, you know, not getting a whole lot from this thing.
All right. Gets tied.
Looks,
Gets tied up again.
and I walk back over to Jed. Well, tiny winged horse, I guess you're staying in the cage. Good luck to you. I tried.
Yep.
I will, with that.
I mean, I heard the entire conversation. Like, what's the motivation for me to get out of the cage if I'm just going right back in?
I mean, it gives you plenty of opportunities to do your sneaky rogue thing and not end
I
up
mean,
in the cage.
It's like
that
a-
would be very
it's like a-
difficult if I'm chained to a goblin.
Would it though? I feel
Yeah.
like being chained to a goblin is like almost nothing.
The problem is not the goblin. The problem is the chain. Chains are loud.
I could devise a way to
You're
make it hard to escape.
unimaginative.
Yeah. All right. Well,
For a mythical creature, you're very unimaginative.
Well, if I had some magic, sure, but I'm just a mundane flying horse.
Don't you have like lockpicks? I guess not on you.
Sure. Well, I do, but the problem is I imagine it would go around my neck, and considering that my lockpicks have to be operated with my mouth, I don't know if you've ever seen a horse be able to like operate anything around its neck.
I've never seen a horse use lockpicks with its mouth, so I have a lot of faith in you. Just gotta
Who's
believe in
on
yourself.
adjective now.
All right. So why don't you patch up Jed, and then we'll go after this demon.
All right, fine. Let's see, spells, heal. Oh, wait, I can do this fancy. What is it? Control T to target.
For what?
Swamp
Just
Swimmer?
hover over the target and just hit the T button on the keyboard. Hover and T.
Am I better?
You hit the healing button, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually 9 because I did the 3 action variant.
So, Carlin, you can add 9 HP to yourself.
Oh, hold on. That's the 30-foot radius one, right?
That's the 2 action one. That's what I was going to do if you were a little more cooperative.
Jesus.
Shit.
This the 3 action one is you disperse positive energy in a 30-foot.
Wait, did you say you did a 3 or the 2?
The 3.
Yeah, you're right. I just did the wrong one.
All right. Well, it is what it is.
So you both heal for 9.
Well, no, they both heal for 1.
What?
I don't get the +8 that I get
I
from using the 2 action one.
Oh, I see.
I used the 2 action one on Jed, which gives you 9 HP.
9. Okay.
Okay.
well, either of those would be 30 feet, right?
Yeah, I think
No,
it's still.
it's a 30-foot range, but it only hits 1 target with the 2 action.
Oh, and then
Oh, it's
3 action.
because a. Okay.
A living creature, yeah. Okay, there you go.
All right.
What next, guys?
Well,
Alright.
time to fight a demon. I'm looking at back and forth between Belgux and Jed. Demon?
Yes.
Yep.
This has gone well so far. Let's keep it advancing.
I call dibs on the heart.
The heart.
That's a weird thing to say, but sure.
Whatever floats your boat.
All right, so the 3 of you go down in the next car. We're gonna stay with Octavia for a minute here. When all 3 of them leave leave the car, the bear immediately gets up and looks at you and says, "Well, hey, little buddy, were you expecting me to help you there?"
So 2 questions.
Hmm.
Well, one is more of a statement. First of all, was I regagged?
Yes.
There you go.
I did hear you mention that you retied me up. I just wanted to make sure that that was the case. Now, the statement I have is that I did not hear that the door was relocked.
Oh, to your cage?
That was not to my cage. That was not stated.
Okay, you're still tied up though.
I mean, I suppose I never stated I unlocked the door in the first place. So,
Which arguably implies that it was never relocked when I was put back in initially.
all right, I'll let you have it.
But okay. I mean, it's not like I can really move because I'm hogtied, but
And I still got my raven looking at you.
yeah, well, I mean, what's a raven gonna do?
Poke your eye out.
Poke your eye out. So what would you like to do in response to what the bear said?
Trying to think about. Okay. How am I gagged?
Just like a bit in a horse's mouth, I'm assuming.
With a bit in its mouth, the horse is pretty functional.
Yeah, I would still be able to talk. If
Belgux,
that's
I
the-
defer.
if
I
that's the
defer
case.
to you. How did you gag him or her? I'm sorry.
Would have been like lower jaw, top snout, you know, like that.
Okay.
I know the it can cast
Like,
magic, and I know casting magic, verbal is a pretty important part.
I can't
So-
cast any magic.
Yeah, Octavia doesn't have any magic, but
What?
I don't have any
Octavia-
magic.
I thought that was shown in prior.
Octavia's just a
No.
fighter, a rogue
I
type.
have no spells. I have 0 spells.
She can just fly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, then I wouldn't have a reason to gag. I mean, certainly have like a bridle and tied to the wall. But
But you didn't say that.
right.
No,
yeah.
you're
so
you are
you're in the
secured.
cage, whatever.
You're hog-tied. Your wings are tied. You are immobile,
Yes. Yeah.
but you
there's
can
something
speak.
about
You
using
can
lockpicks with the mouth.
you can speak though. You can speak.
All right. That's the main thing. So
Okay. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk with the bear now.
the question I have for the bear is of which mother do you speak?
Well, our mother, you dope.
See, in my mind, I have 2, so I need some clarity there.
Well, I guess I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but our mother, who created us, Sunset Shimmer.
Right.
That's who I'm talking about. Is she your mother too?
One of.
Okay. So, answer my question. Did you want me to help you back then?
I mean, you could help me now.
You see here, little buddy, I've got a mission just like you do. And I need to wait in here to complete my mission.
I mean, you don't have to go anywhere. Like, no, I'm not asking you to come with me. Just, you know.
You see the bear kind of, chuckle to itself. He says, "Sorry, little buddy. Maybe once we get to Zalaman Takesh, I can help you. But for right now, it is what it is, but little buddy."
I shrug. Like, I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm tied up. Like, it's not like I can. At this point, I would like to take stock of like what I have on me.
Mm-hmm. Belgux took all your stuff, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's in like
It's in
another.
It's in this
Yeah, it's
corner
like it's
right
in the
here.
corner.
So I imagine. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I imagine that he was not the one who initially removed all of my belongings. My belongings had been removed before.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. That's true.
So the knives that I had hidden in my wings
Are still there.
are still there.
Yep. But remember, your wings are immobilized.
Right. But I can reach them with my mouth.
You can try. I'm not going to say you can do that automatically.
Reasonable. What would you like me to roll?
Let's see. So you're attempting to free yourself. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see here. Give me an acrobatics or a survival, whichever is higher for you.
Acrobatics it is. That will be a 21.
Nice. You are able to twist your head around, get to your wing, get one of the blades out from your wing, and you start to saw at the restraints. But this is going to take you a little while because you are very restrained. So while you're doing that, we will jump down to the rest of the people.
Good question. First, would I guess the Raven get a perception check?
Ooh, can I roll stealth?
Yeah, you rolled a 16 on that acrobatics, so that's the roll. You used 21. Give me a perception check on the Raven. Now, is that your perception, or is that the Raven's?
I'm just trying to figure out the rules on familiar perception, but it's a moot point based off of the roll, so don't notice.
Okay.
I think it might be different for Pathfinder, but I think in D&D it's the creature's perception unless you're actively like looking through its eyes, in which case it would be yours. But I don't know if it's any different for Pathfinder.
Yeah, I had trouble with like finding the stat block and stuff.
So for right now, you do not notice what she is doing. She's got her back turned to you as she does to the Raven as you do this. But let's jump down to Jed, Carlin, and Belgux. You guys enter the first train car with all of the slaves in it, which this is where you previously ran into the beast herd. And it looks untouched. The bodies of the beast herds are still here. There hasn't been anyone through this car since you guys were here.
Oh, really?
Well, no. Well, as far as you can tell, nothing's been touched. There might have someone who's been walked through, but no one cleaned up.
No one's moved the bodies.
Yes.
Okay.
Memories.
Yep. Shall we continue?
Well, moving on.
Yes.
On to the next train car.
Alright. Thought I was able to drag before.
The door is closed.
Oh yeah, shut.
open?
You should be able to open it yourself. As you walk into this train car, you find the orcs and goblins from the ones you fought before, Carlin. These guys are restrained. You see the 4 orcs on the right, the 2 goblins in the back on the left, and the weird symbol on the left and the closest to you is the orc, the iron orc that was leading the band before. As you enter the room, they all look up at you.
Aha, we meet again.
We meet again.
I mean, I at least will just kind of keep walking. But as I walk by the iron orc, I will say, "Ha, chump."
Give me an intimidation check. Oh, shnikes. 18. As you walk by and say that kind of over your shoulder at the orc, you see him kind of cower. He says, and you hear him under his breath say, "Stupid human."
He's not speaking orcish.
Nope.
I mean,
Such sass.
I will just move on.
What else do we got in this train of hell?
All right, and as you open the back door to this train, the next train car is connected to the train, like, you know, through the usual ways of like the physical connection. But the train car and this next train car is completely different. It's much like, while the train cars before were rough and tumble but very strong and large iron plates, this one is much thinner, much more elegant. It is also made of steel and wood, but it's finely crafted. The steel is honed perfectly, and the wood is stained and painted with the colors of dark purple and blue.
Were there symbols?
No real symbols.
Okay.
Does it smell like demon?
Give me a perception check.
Is that a smell that is
recognizable?
Yeah. I mean,
Seems like it might be.
I imagine maybe if the demon was like actually there, but if it's actively trying to hide itself, like, I don't know.
16. That was Jed. 10, 16 also.
And a 16 from me.
I was gonna cast Detect Magic.
Oh yeah, go for it.
It's a cantrip. I mean, it all passes, so if there's within 30-foot range, I notice
Sure.
if there's something magic or not. Don't know what it is. It's just like, hey, is there anything magical on the other side? Or
30 foot. One.
Yep. Or within, and I guess around me, like, or I would notice if there's like magic coming from Carlin or Jed, or if they had a magic item or something like that. Or just, you know, anything.
The only thing you notice is Jed, or not Jed, I'm sorry, Carlin is radiating the light of Suna, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't notice any magic nearby. So.
The backside of the train car that is facing you, Jed, and Carlin is there's another doorway there, but it's a solid door.
Solid.
Well, does anybody know how to pick locks? Well, I tried the door. I'm assuming it's locked.
You just try it. Yeah, it's not locked.
I'm gonna open that door.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to say it is locked. It is definitely locked.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anybody know how to pick a lock?
I saw it done once.
It's very helpful, Jed.
Let me try.
You want to give it a go?
Sure.
Give me a thievery check.
Oh.
See? I knew I was good at this.
As he breaks the lockpick off in the lock.
You look at the door, and you see the lock and you see the handle, and you turn the handle and it doesn't turn. And he's like, and you're like, my lock picking skills have been depleted.
This usually works.
Can I also give that a shot?
Sure.
Mine is actually worse, but let's see what we got.
Worse than +2.
Yes, it is a +0.
I have a question. Not to put a damper on your attempts at lockpicking, but what are you using to try to lockpick?
The
My
twigs.
finger.
We rolled a 5 and a 9. I think we are both just trying the door.
Just
We're
about.
trying to turn it. Or like, isn't this how lockpicking works?
Reasonable. I just wanted to get clarity on what you guys were using.
Hold it down. You try pulling it up.
Maybe it's a pull door.
Ooh.
Goblin? Anything?
All of your attempts to open the door are unsuccessful.
All right, well.
Back
Shall
to
we
the
try
bar.
smashing it, perhaps?
Yes, I like that idea.
Can I try and break it down?
With your sword?
With my shoulder.
Oh boy. Give
Or
me an
something.
athletics check.
It's not. Is that like we're in between train cars, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
isn't-
This is gonna
Isn't
be
that a little precarious to be running and bumping off of things? I'm just saying.
We've got a job to do.
Why do you
Safety
have to-
last?
I know.
Tell him things like that.
Why not use one of you as a battering ram?
I'm doing that. I'm just using myself as a battering ram.
Yeah. I'm standing on the opposite car, just giving them some space.
Can I assist and like both of us together ram the door with our shoulders?
Sure. Both of you give. Oh yeah. So it's. I'm gonna give Carlin do an athletic check, +2 to that roll, an extra additional +2.
Okay. I am also going to use guidance. Sooner guide me. And get an additional +1.
So that gets you to
great.
19.
Yeah, so I will just assist Jed because his athletics plus is actually higher than mine. So that makes Jed's roll a 19.
You throw yourself at the door. This is a very well-made, high-quality door. Bam! Makes a huge banging sound, and you take a few steps back. You don't fall off. I'm not going to make you fall off in this situation because that would be horrible. But not you don't. You make a few scratches on the door, but nothing too exciting.
Damn it.
I'm gonna try to shoot the lock with my gun.
Jeez.
Oh.
Before
Oh, boy.
before
Carlin steps back and covers his face.
as you do that, you pull out your gun. You hear a voice from behind the door, and you recognize it as Chaladastra. And Chaladastra says, "Who's there?"
Do your room service voice. Try that.
Room service? It's Glogs. I brought you your favorite drink.
Good old deception check. $18. Hold on.
Oh, you get a +5. Holy shit. Nice.
Okay. You hear say Chaladastra says through the door, Jed, I know that's you.
No,
Nice.
it's not.
Glugs has a much deeper voice than that.
If you want to come in, Jed, I'll just let you in.
Huh. I didn't even occur to me that we would just have to ask.
And with a clink clink, you hear the door unlock and the door open. Inside, you see. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do something a little special here. Hold on 1 second. We're going to switch to this here. You see Chaladastra. You see. I know. Why did it not do that? God. This is so
count.
You trying to hold on to that pick? The demon?
Yeah, no, it's being difficult. Let's try this. There we go. All right, so you see, this is Chaladastra.
Okay.
You see the Count of Bellatore here, the Count. Standing in the middle of the room, having a conversation, actually holding what looks like a glass of champagne, cheersing each other. Oh, hold on. And behind them is this crazy image. This flaming magma humanoid thing is sitting in the back of the train, surrounded by what looks like a summoning circle. And it's sitting there kind of like bobbing, like floating and not moving.
Aha! I knew it. A demon. Chaladastra, are you responsible for this?
Yes, Carlin, this is my demon. Do not worry, do not fret yourself. He is restrained. He cannot move. It took me many, many years of study and of searching to find this merely a lesser demon from the Inferno. But here he is. He's my prized possession. I need Belgux, Jed, and Carlin to all take a perception check.
Belgux 16.
It's nat 1. Carlin, you are too distracted by seeing a demon directly in front of you and not being able to kill it instantly, and you are just completely distracted. You don't see anything else. You have severe tunnel vision right now.
Yes, usually I can kill demons instantly, so makes sense.
But Belgux and Jed, you see this train car is, it's lavishly adorned. Like there's seats, there's like padded velvet seats, and it's carpeted, and there's a kind of curved, like, you know, with crown molding ceiling, lavishly, but it's just scattered with items and books and posters, and from all over the world. There are some things that jump out at you. There is a potted plant in the corner that it's like this big palm leaves that like no plant tree that you've ever seen before. You see stacks and stacks and books and bookshelves of the spines in the title is on a different language that you've never seen before. You do see a couple items, Belgux, that you recognize that come from Sundan, where you come from. You see a poster. This is probably you all see this. It's like a poster, an advertisement for a show. It's actually for a concert, and it's someone called Trixie the Magnificent.
No, it's the great and powerful Trixie. Thank you very much.
The great and powerful Trixie. One night only in Wilhelmshire, and it's some date like years ago.
Nice, good callback.
It's
I
just
approve.
it's a wide collection of things from all over the world.
Wow, this is a well-traveled train car here. Where haven't you been?
I have been around the world looking to truly understand the separation between our world and the Veil.
Well, you could have found a maid during that time, perhaps, or a butler.
Trivial things. On my journey of understanding and knowledge, cleanliness is a mere speed bump.
Eyes on the prize. I got it. So, what's going on back there?
That is Charlux, a lesser demon that I trapped him, I guess. You see a bit of confusion cross his face. But yes, he's my prized possession.
And your system of restraining the demon.
Oh, he is bound by many wards and aegis. He cannot be freed.
You do realize that those don't last forever, right?
I've had many mages from many different lands build the wards that are holding Charlux in place.
Was one of them Trixie?
No, that would have gone very poorly.
That's exactly why I ask.
It would have looked great.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It wouldn't have done anything.
Anything.
Carlin, what do you think about this?
Well, I can tell you that I'm very offended and very angry. What made you think that this was a good idea? Just why? Why would you do this?
Why? Chaladastra looks at you in confusion and says, "Why not? These monsters hold great power and we can control them." There are many secrets that they are holding. This is the collection of knowledge and understanding. This is progression.
Yeah. Everything seems in order here. I got my familiar. He seems to be a scholar. I mean, Carl, I don't see what the big deal is.
The big deal is that is a demon.
Yeah, but it's...
That's bad. You understand that, right?
But it's on a leash. Seems to know what he's doing.
Demons are good at escaping their leashes. That's kind of their thing. How arrogant are you to think that you'll be the one exception in this case to hold on to yours?
When you can't seem to even hold on to the stability of your own personality, what makes you think you won't be manipulated, or one of your others won't be manipulated into freeing this creature and letting it wreak havoc on the entire mortal world?
All right. Carlin, I need you to give me an intimidation check.
Oh boy, that'll go great.
All right,
So close.
That's a big old 8. Oh boy. So first thing, you see Shaladastra as you're berating him for having this demon as a pet. You see him turn to you and look at his eyes in confusion. He says, What do you mean the stability of my own mind?
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't even know that there are other consciousnesses within your own mind.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. You guys are no this is subtle as a freaking sledgehammer right now.
I mean, subtlety is not our forte. I think only Octavia is subtle, and she's not here right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Childuster just looks even more confused. And then his eyes roll back in his head again.
Ah, damn it.
I have to explain it all over again.
Pretty much.
Either that or you're going to get stabbed again. Maybe both.
It's fine.
I did not expect you guys to do this.
What did you expect us to do?
Talk to him about Carlin and stuff, or about Carver. And when his eyes roll back forward, everyone roll for initiative.
Ah, damn it.
I was waiting for that.
$17 for Belgux.
Do you need me to roll as well, or just them?
Nah, just them. You are tied up in a cell.
For the moment.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, he goes first, and he immediately yells out, Charlux is the enemy. Charlux is here. And he immediately stabs the Count immediately.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
And the Count has not a lot of HP. He just immediately gets stabbed in the stomach, crumples, and then Chaladastra did one action with that, and his movement... Where's his movement? Speed, they're 25, so he can move 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and gets to right there. It is now... I don't know why the names are screwed up on this thing. Begin encounter. It is now Carlin's turn. I'm sorry, Jed's turn. No, yeah. Jed's turn.
Yep.
Oh boy. I'm going to... So, the demon's being warded by just spells, or is there actually, like, any assistance or people there, too?
Nope, just spells.
I run to the count and run his pocket to see if he has anything of value.
Give me a thievery check. It's a big old 7. You immediately find 50 gold. And you find his... You saw him before have this, like, he's been carrying around a cane, but it's not really a cane, it's more like, like the size of, like, a scepter? You know, maybe 2 feet in length. Yeah, but it's innately detailed, inlaid with gold and wood. Mainly, it's almost entirely gold. But he has that.
Not so much like just looting his body, but more like kind of looking for clues or jewelry or maybe tattoos or scarring that might indicate that he's for or against the demon side of life.
The demon side of life.
I mean, if you're there already, though, like 50 gold and a almost entirely golden scepter.
Okay, fine. I will keep that, and then I'll.
But that's not my goal. I swear.
I swear. In that case,
well,
give me.
If you're worried about it, give it to me.
And you're gonna do your special like investigation check, right?
Yeah.
So you can test on either society, stealth, or medicine. Any of those 3.
I'll use society because I feel like that's the most relevant. Plus, I have the best score. Man, not great.
18 is pretty damn good.
18. Yeah. Forgot about the +1.
So there's a few things you notice. So you notice those items that are on him.
Better keep these in case they've been cursed.
Yeah. Can't let cursed coins get in circulation.
But you also notice a couple other things. As you kind of rustle through at his sleeves and kind of his waist, you realize his clothing doesn't fit him very well. It's baggy on him. And when you lift up his sleeves, like, just pushed up his sleeves to like his elbow, you notice scarring on his wrists that you, Jed, recognize as scarring from wearing cuffs, restraints. Like in a prison, restraints.
Yeah. Mr. Count.
Oh, he is very unconscious right now.
All right.
So let's say that was 2 actions. You walked up to him and you investigated. You have 1 action left.
I'm gonna maybe like drag his body away from the fray a bit. If that's possible.
That's fine. I don't know the rules for dragging, but we're just gonna say you moved to there. Next up is Carlin. The names are so wrong on this thing. I don't know why it does that.
Do you want to bring up the map?
Oh yeah,
people
you're
can
not showing.
see
You're not showing the map. We're looking at the demon.
on the
What do you-
stream.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I see exactly what you're saying. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, Carlin, it's your turn.
So what is Chaladastra, or whatever that person's name is right now?
Shiv is this personality. He likes to stab people.
Okay, and he's running towards the demon.
Correct.
Interesting.
What shall you do?
I mean, I can only just barely make it to him with my full movement.
What are you thinking? Talk out loud.
So I'm wondering if, well, my three thoughts are: one, just move all the way to Shiv and see what happens in the intervening turns. Two, run over to the count, stabilize the count, and then move as far as I can towards Shiv. Or start by casting message to Shiv and wondering, hey, what exactly are you going to do?
Message. Describe what message would be like. All right, you decide what you want to do. You decide what you want to do, and then I will judge.
So does the counts, and maybe we don't know this, but does the counts situation work like a player characters would, where he is currently dying 1?
Yes.
Damn. All right, I'll go with this. Goblin, see if potentially you can stop Chaladastra, because I don't know that I know this is Shiv. See if you can stop Chaladastra in their tracks. I know you do magic. I don't know if you can do that magic. And then I will run over to Count. I will cast the Stabilize cantrip.
Nice.
And
All right.
then
Stabilized.
And then I will run another 25 feet in the direction of the shit that's going down right now. And that will be my turn.
All right, Belgux, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm going to, do I really want to get in this fight? Like, I don't...
You said
All
you
right.
would help.
He did stab the knoll. Alright, fine. So... Alright,
promised.
magic missile, auto hit, and then...
Who are you targeting?
Shiv.
Shiv, okay.
Chaladastra.
Just disconnects the train car and leaves us.
Bye.
10 damage.
10 damage, damn. Okay. Let's see here. Bam, 10 damage taken. Octavia is not in this fight, so we'll just skip right over her. And it's back to Chaladastra. With his movement, you see him run the side of the demon, jump over a piece of furniture. It's a desk in the back here, and jumps and lands behind the desk outside of you.
Oh.
And with that, it is Jed's turn again.
All right, I'm gonna try to stabilize the count if I can. Using my medicine.
Well, he's already stabilized.
Already
He's already
did that.
Yeah, Carlin
Yeah.
stabilized him.
Oh,
Unconscious,
okay.
0 hit points.
He's like good enough or whatever. Okay.
Yes, that's the technical condition in Pathfinder is good enough.
He's still unconscious. He has
For
0
me.
hit points, but he is stabilized.
I don't know why that's so hard for me to understand. Okay, he is undying. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna shoot at this thing with my gun.
You're gonna shoot the demon? Okay.
Oh yeah, why not?
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a critical miss.
I shot myself.
Or maybe
yeah.
you missed so bad you hit Teledestra.
He's behind the desk. He's fine. He's not going to be hit. But it just and it goes and hits the wall, the back end of the wall of the car. So that's your 2 actions. You have a 3rd action now, if you like.
I moved pretty far, so I'm assuming that was 2.
Okay. Back to Carlin.
What is the demon currently doing?
It's
Is it
completely
still just sort of sitting there?
completely motionless. Like doing the little floating thing, like it's floating in place, just hovering a little bit. Just
Destroy it, Carlin, before it destroys us.
Well, if it is, as much as I would love to do that, if it is in fact bound, I just assumed that Chaladastra was going to free it. Perhaps we can just leave it bound.
That's a lot of assumptions.
Well, you're right about
And-
that.
Plan B is to run away.
Right, leave it bound and run away was kind of my thought. But let's see. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to walk up to the demon
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can tell how, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess effective these binding spells are currently, and whether I think they're going to last. You let me know what kind of check you want that to be. Religion, occultism, arcana, I'm guessing, are kind of the ideas.
Yeah, any 3 of those you choose.
Sweet. 2 of them are zeros, 1 of them is a +6. We're gonna roll religion.
$14. You can tell he is, the demon's secure. It's not breaking free. It seems to be in a state of unconsciousness. It's not aware of you at all.
Can I tell how long these spells last for?
You don't know that. Belgux might.
Goblin, make your
What?
way up here and see if you can figure out a little bit more about these binding spells. Whether they are permanent or temporary. It appears to be very secure for the moment.
Okay.
Is that your turn? Is that your turn,
Yeah.
Carlin?
That would
Okay.
be my turn. Move,
Belgux.
move, check.
Where's move speed? I'm trying to. Where is that on?
It is.
Is that on the first page?
Yeah, you
It's
have 25 feet.
So okay, so I can move 75 feet. So I can move to there. And that's
Don't
using
go
free-
towards it. You guys are really pushing your luck here.
It's
With-
fire incarnate. It's pretty awesome. I'm fascinated.
With that, as you're walking towards the demon to investigate it, Chaladastra pops up from behind the desk, and he yells out, and he goes, "Stop! Stop, everyone! Stop! Stop! Do not free the demon."
Don't worry, that's not the plan.
And with that, we're going to pop out of combat. And Chaladastra immediately says, this demon is what Carver was studying. He was studying this demon with me in Zalaman Takesh.
And when you say me, what was your name again?
It's hold on. It's me, Farsis again.
Arsus the boy studying demons with
I don't remember everything, but I know Carver was working with Chaladastra before the, I can only call it the breaking of our mind. And then something very, very bad happened. And that's what Shiv knows. I don't know what it is, but I do know that Carver and I were studying this demon, and then something bad happened.
And before the bad thing happened, what did you learn about this demon?
We learned its power and its strength, that it comes from beyond the veil, but it is not. It's not. It's an elemental demon. It's not part of the 7 deadly sins demons, the demons of chaos. It's more elemental. It's more basic. This is their power comes from the Inferno. And there are more demons. There are more demons of this kind in the Inferno.
What were they gonna do with it?
We were just studying it. We wanted to understand it. But that's all I remember. And then something bad happened, and then I can't remember anything after that.
The next time you did come back, was Carver gone?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Farsis, I apologize, but here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm going to tie you up. Don't worry, you are quite safe. But then, just so you're aware, I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to try and get Shiv to come out. And I think that I need to do something threatening and or violent to you to make that happen.
Jesus. Okay, immediately do an intimidation check.
I'm not really trying to intimidate him. I'm just telling him how this is going to go. But sure. Diplomacy?
Nope.
I think the intimidation check is to see whether Shiv comes out now or later.
I did try to explain it very calmly, but sure.
I'm gonna tie you up and punch you. Is not a...
Not a very compelling.
Do you agree?
I said he was safe.
I mean, you rolled a 4. You're like the least intimidating person on this train at this point.
So,
like surprise him, startle him.
The way I'm doing this mechanic is that was actually a pass. You didn't succeed on intimidating Chaladastra, so Chaladastra did not turn into Shiv.
Cool. However it is that you're doing this mechanic, I approve. All right, horses. Are you ready? I start pulling out rope from my pack.
Farsis curls up into the fetal position. It says, I'm scared, Carlin. I'm so scared.
Don't worry. You are safe. It might hurt a little bit, but you
said
safe.
You're gonna punch me, Carlin. I'm so scared.
Yes, I am going to do that, and I do apologize, but I think for you and Shiv and Chaladastra, this is the best way.
What if you just tell him a scary story?
I'm just a 4-year-old girl. I'm just a little girl. Why are you doing this to me?
Did you say 40?
You're a girl now?
4.
Well, 4. I was like, what?
I'm so scared, Carlin.
Don't worry. It will be fine.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, Farses.
Yes.
Do you ever talk to Shiv just on the off chance?
Yes.
You and Shiv have a little chat.
Shiv and I talk to each other, but we don't talk to Chaladastra because
interesting.
He is the one who doesn't remember anything.
Well, I've met Shiv once, and I wouldn't mind meeting them again.
Really?
If you could give a little shout out to Shiv, come out and say hi. You know, we've had a big day, lots going on.
Oh, yeah.
Pop in and say hello.
I mean, if that works, then I won't have to punch you in the face. I am still going to tie you up, though, because of how the last meeting with Shiv went.
I'm trying to use diplomacy over here.
I'm just trying to prevent my friend from getting stabbed again.
It's fine.
So, Carlin, are you trying to tie them up, to tie him up immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. At the same time, I need Jed to give me a diplomacy check. And I need Carlin to give me an athletics check. Athletics or crafting, one of the two.
Here comes athletics. Fuck.
Hero
You
point?
tie yourself up.
Remember, you do have hero points if you want to re-roll that.
If we are collectively willing to spend a hero point on me not getting stabbed, the other option is if Shiv comes out before I can get this person tied up, we just, knock him out and then I stabilize him. So.
We got what, 3 hero points left?
Well, you
think
you
it's
also still have
4.
your
You
still
have
have your
4
personal
right now.
one.
You have plenty of them.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
got. I think we have
screw it.
4
Use
it.
collective,
Sure.
and you have
Let's
your
do it.
personal one.
Yeah, use it. Why not? It's kind of a pivotal moment here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will use one from the pool to re-roll this.
Okay.
Thank you, subscribers. Much appreciated.
There we
go.
go.
All That's smart.
Yeah.
You successfully kind of tie Chaladastra's hands in front of him and then bind his arms to his torso before...
All the while explaining, don't worry, Farsis. Everything's going to be fine.
I hate you, Carlin. You're gonna hurt me. And then his eyes roll back into his head, and immediately he snaps forward, and you see his arms tense and trying to get at his blade, but he can't.
I would also like to... I probably should have done this beforehand. I would like to take that blade away and hang on to that.
And as
Shiv, calm down.
Who are you?
Farsis,
what do you want? Why are you attacking me?
we're not attacking you. We're just trying to talk to you. Farsis told us about you, and she seemed quite nice.
Farsis is a child. I'm here to
Yes,
protect.
but
I need to protect myself, and he kind of jumps back and corners himself in the corner of the train. You know, he's putting his back to the corner.
Shiv, we're not here for you, buddy. We're here about the big red glowing guy behind us. And our associate Carver. Do you know Carver?
Yeah, I know
Surely
Carver.
you must know Carver.
I know Carver.
Yeah, well, when's the last time you saw Carver?
Give me diplomacy. Just a diplomacy. That's all you got right there.
Okay.
Jed, you keep
21.
talking. I will be right back.
So Carver, he seems to be an associate of Teledastra, and he seems to know about this demon a little bit, but we want to talk to him ourselves and ask him a few questions ourselves, but we can't seem to find him. Surely you've seen him around, right?
So, Shiv goes into an explanation of what happened months ago. Actually, exactly when Carver went missing. They had the singularity Chaladastra when it was one personality, and Carver were working together in Daemon Takesh to understand first how the infernal doors interacted with these demons, but then it turned into how these demons can be controlled. And they eventually found the correct spells and the correct demon, this demon, Charlux, and they successfully cast the spells and caught this demon. But in the process, this demon touched Chaladastra and broke his mind, shattered it into pieces, into fragments. And that's why, and this is the moment, and Shiv is the one who remembers what happened.
Interesting.
All Shiv knows is that after the demon was bound, Carver studied the demon for a day and then left to the north.
Well, thank you, Shiv. This was very helpful information.
Yeah,
And
screw
I'm
you.
sorry that you're.
Screw you too.
I know. I'm sorry that you're in this state. Is there some way to heal this ailment, this demon-touched event?
He doesn't answer. He just continues to struggle at his ropes.
Shiv, is Farsis still there? She wanted to tell us more, I think. Can we talk to her? We'll give you your blade back if you let us talk to her.
Bam. At the second after you ask that, the ropes that are around Shiv drop to the floor. And Shiv jumps, does this diving jump move and jumps out the window, this window here.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Straight up ninja move.
Okay, that's unexpected.
Lands in the dirt, tumbles, breaks his fall, stands up again immediately and runs into the desert.
After him. Oh, wait, we're still moving. Well,
And then we could fly.
Wow. That was really impressive.
I just need... So I need both Carlin and Jed to give me a reflex saving throw. Oh, damn.
Damn, Jed.
As he does this, Jed reaches out and both of you grab at Chaladastra as he's jumping out the window. You both grab onto something, but it breaks off. Jed, you end up grabbing a coin purse, and it's full with 100 gold. 100.
nice.
Damn.
Carlin, you end up grabbing his jacket with the scales on it. It's a multicolored scaled armor. Let's go back to the image because I like that image so much.
Nope.
There we go. That cape he's wearing, see it's like a turquoise on the outside and yellow on the inside. You get a hold of that and it tears off a piece, and it's a big chunk of basically reptilian skin cured on the outside and then cured on the inside and soft tan leather on the inside.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I identify it in any way?
Yeah, I was gonna say it. It's raptor skin. Like raptors from Jurassic Park, raptors.
Fancy.
All right. And at this time, very coincidentally, it's actually mainly because I'm winding down on time right now. You hear the steam engine train whistle blow twice, meaning they are pulling into the station. And let me see what's going on here. Hold on.
Like that Octavia's been in the cage the entire game.
You guys are just really, you guys are really mean to Octavia.
I'm doing my own thing.
I didn't do anything. I was on the floor cleansing my missing arm or what.
And as the three of you make your way to the front of the train, you see that you are arriving at Nedzid. And let me just give you a brief picture of what you see out the front of the train. Nedzid is a ziggurat built right on the edge of the Sea of Thirst. Like it's built precariously on the edge of this Salton Sea, where you can see the corrosive coagulated salt on the coastline of this sea. You guys have all been to the ocean, and it's teeming with life, seagulls and the smell of fish and animals everywhere. There's all that is not here. There's no birds. It's silent. There's no ripples on the sea. and this giant ziggurat is raising up out of the coastline, and coming out of the top of the ziggurat, and dozens of other smokestacks near the ziggurat are giant plumes of dark smoke, and this dark smoke of industry fills the sky, and it's, even though it's daytime right now, it's pretty gloomy. It's kind of a constant fog and storm cloud over this city. And next week we will be diving into Nedzid, and I have something exciting for all four of you. All four of you get to level up to level 2.
Woohoo.
Oh boy.
Move your XP to level 2, so you have 0 after level 1. You have 0 XP towards level 3. And in this week, meantime, you can think about how you want to level up.
All right.
We can figure out what that means.
Yeah.
Well, the question I ask every time at the end of these episodes, what should the title be?
I've got a really stupid one.
Okay, let's hear it.
When has that ever stopped us before?
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a Pegasus in a cage.
Nice.
It's pretty long. But I like it.
that is.
That works. Totally.
It's
works.
actually pretty good. I'm just worried. I'm worried it's too long. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a Pegasus in a cage. How about we just shorten it to still just a Pegasus in a cage?
That works.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think the rest is implied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah. I gotta find a plot device to give you guys give Belgux a reason to take Octavia out of the cage.
Well, and to
Yeah.
give
No, just
Octavia a
like-
reason to leave the cage.
Savage. Just
Oh,
like,
well,
you're
the reason to leave the cage is that I won't go back in the cage after,
Right.
you know.
I have my priorities.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, how far did I get with my bindings? They were in there for a long time.
You're right. We never resolved that. I'll let you know next week. Cliffhanger.
Find out next week
Next week.
on Binding Roll.
I noticed we still have some viewers. You know, our regulars didn't show up for this week, which was kind of sad. But I see some 4 viewers in Twitch. Hey, if you're watching and you find this relatively interesting or not, please hit that follow button, because we'll be back every week. And hey, we want more viewers. That's basically it.
Yeah.
But that's basically
know-
everything. What was that?
I want to know more about the mother reference for the bear and Pegasus.
Oh yes.
Sunset
Plot-
obviously is.
Plot devices.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
All right. That piqued my curiosity. I'm like, what's going on with that?
I don't know if you caught it, but the name Sunset Shimmer was dropped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're dropping all
almost
kinds of
like that.
names
Gotta
from
keep the-
Octavia's character.
I was
Yeah.
looking forward to the Trixie callback. I was trying to I wanted to
that's a
like
good
create
one.
character around this trailer, the train car that Chaladastra like had been around the world and seen all these different things and had all these kind of relics from around the world. I'm like, oh, I can just drop a bunch of fun stuff in here. I'm like, Trixie, perfect.
I wholeheartedly approve of
Yeah,
the Trixie
definitely.
name drop. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I think
Whatever.
this week I've got a lot of prep to do, because this is so far the campaign has been pretty railroaded. If you guys just been on the train, literally and
Pun
figuratively.
intended.
Unintended or no?
Wow. Maybe that should be the title of the episode, Railroaded. But I think when we get to Nedzid, it's gonna open up a little bit. It's gonna be the city situation. You guys can really choose where you want to go. So look forward to that next week.
Looking
All right.
forward.
Beautiful.
All right.
Good.
Everyone online, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.